Afternoon, it's Paul from Super Pro Shop here. The reason for this video is we're going to give you a bit of an update on the Rapsodo MLM2 Pro launch monitor and simulator. As you know, we've had these in stock now since the beginning of the year, and we thought we'd give you some thoughts on how we use it and the benefits and the features of the device, given that when we got it in and Chris did his original videos, it was relatively new to us as well. So the unit itself is £649, and you can use it without any subscription. You can just use it as a launch monitor and be able to do some recordings of your swing with all the tracking and limited data points that are related back to you. However, there are 3 subscription models. There's the 1-year subscription model, which is £169, 2 years, which is £279, or the lifetime membership, which is £500. So the device can be used as a standalone unit with or without subscription. Obviously, without the subscription, there are a limited number of data points that are presented to you, but it is still a really good option to help you with your practice, because you can see your shots from behind and from front on. So with the subscription, there are a number of additional data points and a number of additional benefits that you get with the device. So with the Rapsodo Premium membership, there come a number of additional benefits, and the 8 I'm going to quickly go through with you are as follows. So you have access to over 30,000 simulated golf courses. So these are all virtual courses, and again, designed to enhance your practice. You have a number of multiple virtual ranges. You'll see from the video that we have both a target range as well as an ordinary range, which again gives you a target to hit at and makes your practice much more exciting. Along with those, there's also additional metrics which you can get to help you improve your game, to see where your swing, your ball striking, distances and your carry distances are all impacted by each strike. This will help you with your gapping and to enable you to see where within your clubs and within your shot profiles you have holes, and that's where you can then begin to work with your Golf Pro to fill those holes with clubs to make sure you have all the distances covered. We also have Impact Vision. This is a visual aid, a video visual aid, to show you where on the club face you are hitting the ball. Really crucial, because you may well be thinking that you're hitting out of the middle of the club, but the videos will actually show you exactly where you are hitting the club. There's something called R Cloud Data Storage. This is a complete history of all your practice sessions stored in the cloud, and that again enables easy tracking of your progress over time. The swing speed training, something called R Speed. Again, you have access to training tools aimed at helping you improve your swing speed, which is crucial for increasing distance across all your clubs. There's Rapsodo Combine. This is a really great tool where you hit 26 shots, 13 with a driver and the other 13 with 2 clubs of your choice, and over time you end up getting a handicap if you use the same clubs over and over, so you can see again your progress with those clubs over a period of time. And finally, you also get access to third-party software with software like GS Pro, E6 Connect and Awesome Golf. This is more to do with when you set up your own golf studio and use the device as a proper indoor simulator. At that point, you can connect to these software, and you can play some of the top courses in simulation golf on your device. So I bought my device in April this year. I try to use it fully a couple of times a month. Unfortunately, I don't get out to practice as much as I'd like, but I do try and do 2 sessions per month using the Rapsodo. There are 6 different practice options, and I used 5 of them. The options are just an ordinary practice session. Then there's the target option, there's a target range option, there's combines, and additionally there are courses. So basically, if I work backwards, the courses, you can set up your device to play at any one of up to 30,000 courses that Rapsodo have got access to and have mapped. So I've played both here, I played at the Neville, and I've played at Selena, which is, if you're into your YouTube golf, then you'll know that the Brian Bros have half-owned Selena down in South Carolina, and that's where all the YouTube guys go and have a big match over the winter in the winter sunshine. So some technical info. When you buy it and you first start up the device, you do need to be at home and connected to your own Wi-Fi, your own broadband basically. The reason being is, the first thing you have to do is you do have to do a firmware update on the device, and also you have to download the Rapsodo app from either your App Store or your Play Store, wherever you get your apps for your devices. That's basically what you will need to download. You can download the app to either your phone, or you can download it to a pad, or both. Personally, I've downloaded it to my Android pad, and I use the pad as the device to both track my shots and show the videos on. My phone's a bit small to really see the data that well. What I have done, and what I do is I tether my phone to the pad so that when I'm out on the range, I can use the full functionality of all the different options. That's the one thing that you will need to understand. That's probably the one negative feedback, or the one bit of difficulty is knowing how to do that technical bit when you're out on the range, is to get to tether your devices together so that you use the internet or your data on your phone through the pad. Unless, of course, you've got a pad where you've got a SIM card and it already connects directly to the internet via the SIM card. With regards to updates to the device, it's not too onerous. Since starting up the device for the first time, we've had one major update where Rapsodo have actually released extra data points. So that has been really useful, and again, they're developing their app all the time with regards to more functionality or more data points within that functionality. There has been one other software update recently, and I think that was just a bug one. As in with all technology, there's always updates, but the major one, which was earlier on in the year, was a proper full functionality update. So in practice mode, we have real-time data tracking. This will help you as a golfer assess your performance and make necessary adjustments to your game. We also have video replay with Shot Tracer. This feature includes Shot Tracer technology, allowing you to visually analyse your shot trajectory and mechanics. Also gives you the ability to record in slow motion a video replay of your swing, both from a front and behind. And finally, we have insights and analysis, which enables you to compile your data into actionable insights, enabling you to identify trends and weaknesses over time to help you improve your game. So we also have 2 range modes. We have the target range and also just range mode. The range mode is, as it suggests, it's showing you hitting a ball down the range using distance and clubs set by you. The next row is the target range, and this gives you 70 unique target distances along with 4 fairway targets, allowing you to practice position and distance control effectively. This is hugely important for your gapping and for understanding your distances. So in courses mode, this enables you to choose from Rapsodo's 30,000 course database. And once you've selected the course you want to play, you then choose your tee. You can then choose to play either 18 holes, just the front 9, just the back 9, or if you wanted to, just an individual hole. This would be great is if you wanted to pick certain holes, such as the 17th from the TPC Sawgrass. So to summarise, up to now, you've only really heard me talk about the positives of the device and of the software, and not mention any negatives. This is, in my opinion, due to the fact that the device and the software itself are great. However, I have come across 3 areas where the software and device don't work quite as well as you might think they do. So the first of these is that in the courses option, the software in simulation mode uses trees to substitute for other hazards, such as on our course, gorse. So where there's gorse, it has trees instead. It's not the end of the world, but it doesn't always look exactly the same as you would expect. Although the distances and the hazards are the same, the actual look sometimes isn't. One of the biggest things that I found was when coming to chipping, again in courses mode. So when you're off the green, say 10-15 yards off the green, and you're chipping onto the green, I found it at first quite difficult to negotiate the distances. In the end, what I've actually had to do is to, when I'm out on the range, is to pace out 5, 10, 15, 20 yards and put markers there so that I can then chip to those distances to help me to chip onto the green and make it a bit more realistic. And finally, putting is very difficult, but there again, that's true of all simulators. And in the end, what you can do with the Rapsodo is just default to the default distances, so that if you're, say, within 2 yards, that's a 1 putt. There's a different yardage for 2 putts, and then outside of that, if you're on the green, you then get a 3 putt penalty. So that's basically the issues that I have found. But to wrap up, the Rapsodo MLM2 Pro, in my opinion, is extremely valuable for golfers looking to improve their game through detailed analytics and engaging practice modes. So where it blends the technology with the traditional game that we know. Whether working on your swing or enjoying a round with your friends out on the range, it's great. It provides great versatility and convenience both on the range and if you have it set up at home too.